What is up? It's another episode of This Is Josh. And, it's January 17th. I'm recording this on the day this was supposed to be posted originally. Because I'm late, because I got shit going on in my life. But we all have shit going on in our life, don't we? We all got something. We all have something going on, something happening that we have to deal with. Makes us stronger, makes us fight harder, makes us who we are. So, embrace it. Now that I've gotten that shit out of the way, I don't know where that came from. Honestly, I don't. I just started speaking and it kind of poured out of me. I do, though. I'm dealing with the partner and I, actually. It's not just me. A lot of times when I talk, I have to remember I'm not, when I talk about my personal life, especially now, it's not just me. I'm not alone. I tend to speak in the singular, but really it's a plural. That doesn't make any sense. Whatever, fuck it. I'm leaving that in. I tend to speak and sort of put off to the side that it's not just me. In some of my struggles, it's a we in the struggle. So my partner and I, are in a process of being prepared to move. That's not happening just yet, but it's coming in really 2 months. So the countdown clock is ticking. So there's a lot to do, just a lot going on with that. And you kind of stress, you fucking stress a lot. Where are we going and how do we move this thing and what do I do about X, Y, and Z and all sorts of fun crap. So I've been kind of busy with that, folks. So I'm not really on my episode game. First series I had recorded, I had a brainwave, so I recorded stuff way in advance. So all I had to do on the drop date was just drop the shit and send, done, move on with my life, and then get the praises. And now, fuck. But I'm back. I'm back in front of the mic. So here we are talking about toxic masculinity. This subject is, of course, it's in the news. It's in the media right now. People are paying attention to it more than ever. An ad by Gillette just recently came out, basically showing men as people who repeat the phrase, boys will be boys while bad shit's happening. Their intent in the message is, look, men, you can do better. If you see someone marginalizing a woman, speak out. Or don't, if you're the one doing it, stop. Don't do that. Treat women fairly, treat them equitably. If you see two boys beating the shit out of one another, stop them. Don't just yell out it's boys being boys and then it builds character. Stop them. It's not right. And so that, I understand that was the takeaway. That was the message. And a lot of people stood up and applauded that. Other people were upset because they were saying, well, you're painting with a broad brush and you're making it seem like all men are fucking assholes and asshats. And then there's another group of men who are like, well, it's character building and these kids today are soft and they need more manliness to, you're telling men not to be men. And that last one is interesting because it's kind of like, well, what's your idea of what a man is? And that's the whole toxic masculinity thing. You've got this idea of what a man is, and you go to the extremes. You get men who are more manly than manly because they're trying to be something. They're trying to be, I'm going to show you how hard I am. I'm going to show you how much of a man I am. And it's like, those are the men that fall the fuck apart. Straight men, let a woman say no to that. Let a woman turn that down. They go tear up shit. They go get a baseball bat, beat some woman's car down to the ground. They're tearing fucking phone books apart with the bare hands. The whole phone book is being ripped in half. If anyone questions their sexuality, they fall the fuck apart. They go in a rage. Wait, I ain't no faggot. Calm the fuck down, dude. Seriously? Like, I don't understand. You are all bent out of shape when someone thought you were gay. I don't get bent all out of shape if someone assumes I'm straight. Why is that? It's the same quote unquote offense. It's the same shit. Now, why don't I get bent out of shape and I, either don't say anything or correct the person as I see fit, but you hype this overhyped man shit. That is a problem. That's most definitely a problem here. Because I mean, if I go back in my family history, my great grandfather, man born just before the turn of, he was born in the late 1800s. You look at someone like him, hardworking, gonna do everything he needs to do, take care of his family, not the most sensitive man, however, but he's gonna do what he needs to do in order to make sure his family has got what they need, and was not happy with himself when he was not able to do. You look at like that generation, you go back there's this default level of what a man should be. A man's got to man up, and a man's got to, a man doesn't cry ever. You don't think those men working, breaking their backs and shit, you just think they were that manly, that you could shoot them in the face and they felt nothing and not a tear was shed? Seriously? You think those men didn't feel anything? Men don't have feelings. What? Real men don't feel. You don't. So then why do you go look for women? I don't get it. I mean, women are portrayed as the most feeling fucking creature on the face of the earth. I don't understand why you go get women then, hyper masculine man. I mean, it seems to me you should fuck with another dude. Yeah, we're two men, emotionless fucking. You pound it into your ass and you pound it into mine, and it's emotionless, no emotions, not a tear shed. I don't get it. I don't get it. You look at that. You look at those people who work so hard. It seems like our society is trying to carry the work ethic. Something about the work ethic and the perseverance. Things that are noble and things that are certainly noteworthy. And then you take it and you try to just make that shit a way of life. Those men who work that hard, if you could if you could time travel them up to the present and sit them down on a nice fucking comfortable ass couch in front of a nice 4K television with a beer and shit, be like, here, dude, look, here's this thing. It's called a remote, right? And what you do is you can look at anything. You can look at anything you want, or you can read anything you want. You can look at. Look, you want to see women. You want to see. Look, come over to this box. All right, this is called a computer, and it has a magical. It's a magical window onto all the pornography in the world. Here's a bottle of lotion or lubricant for your penis. Click around, use this thing called a mouse, and enjoy yourself. I'll be back in 2 hours, and you'll probably be spent long before then. You don't think they would fucking relax, chill out, once they realized they were in a better place, in a safe place, where a fucking bear wasn't going to eat them? You don't think they would break all the way the fuck down and be like, this has been terrible? They were manly and tough because they weren't safe. They weren't fucking. They had to do it. It's in the way, and see, y'all fucking overhyped, over fucking bulldog men thinking, oh yeah, it's a man. The women had to be just as fucking strong. That woman didn't know whether her man was coming home or not. She had no fucking clue. All right, Sarah, I love you. And if I don't return return. Tell Billy his papa loved him. That woman didn't know if her man going out to fucking shoot something for dinner, if that man was going to come back. And if he didn't come back, it was all up to her. And they raised their children to be fucking hard against the world so that they could survive. It was a survival tactic of the day. But as things became safer, as life became safer, life became easier, that hard ass edge, it didn't need to stick around. But somewhere, I don't fucking know, somewhere that shit just kind of stuck. And it went from a survival tactic to, you just ain't a man if you don't act this way. Not being the fucking bulldog kid like some kid. That wasn't me. That wasn't fucking me. I was reading books and shit. So, hey, little homie. Hey, yeah, why don't you fucking put that book down? Fucking talk to some girls or some shit. I don't like girls. Oh, nigga. He's like, okay. Leave me the fuck alone, would you please? Take your fucking, take your saggy ass jeans and your fucking gold teeth and take it somewhere, would you? Fucking, that idea of masculine, that idea of what manhood is, what it is to be a man. You have to be hard. You have to be in your face. You have to make sure at all times you're over the woman. You have to make sure, don't show any emotion ever. The only emotion you need to show is your love for fucking pussy. If it's not that, if it ain't love for pussy, you shouldn't show that emotion. Show love for your fucking team. Show love for pussy. Yeah, we gonna go out. We gonna get, yeah. Hey, what's up, girl? Yeah, I like the way your booty move. Yeah. Okay, can you show emotion over anything else? No, man, that's gay. Let their mother die. Mama. My mama was the best. Mama was the best mama. Daddy left us. And my mama always kept the Oh, what happened to not crying? Shut up, nigga. And my mama you talking about. Okay, so at the underlying everything, mama's boy. Got it. That's kind of where you realize that hypermasculinity shit, it's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. The main ones who are doing it are the weakest internally. Now, some of them might bulk themselves up and shit, make sure they can kick your ass, but it's just inside you're weak. Inside there's something wrong. And it's not to say men can't be men, because that's the other thing. It's the other part of this discussion. What you're saying, I can't be a man? I can't be a man? I could be a little girl or something? I started in the black voice, so now I'm doing the white one. You know what I mean? I can't. I can't like cars. I can't like girls with big boobs. Right? I can't like that. No one's saying you can't. Just don't be a fucking asshole to people. How hard is that? You can like all the shit that you like. You like guns, motherfucker? Go out and shoot a fucking gun. In a range, in a closed environment where that shit's not gonna hit somebody. You don't have to go on a fucking rampage and kill people. Play a fucking violent video game. People, these, fucking parents, the video games are violent. It's teaching our children to kill. Bullshit. How many fucking violent movies and shit? And prior to that, how many violent novels and crap were people reading prior to the invention of the goddamn cinematograph? Come on. Really? Humans have violent tendencies, and we have to get this shit out. Listen, I get angry, I boot up the fucking gaming PC, and I'll blow some people away online. Die, motherfucker, die. All right, I feel better. Now I can move on with my day. I've killed some pixels on the screen. Now I can move on with my life. No one is fucking telling men not to be men. Be a man. Be a man. And I get it. The fucking Gillette ad, That's what it was speaking to. Just be a fucking, no one's telling you gotta, no one's telling you gotta go to the opera and cry at the third act of something or other. No one is saying that. Is it so difficult not to be a fucking asshole to other people who are not you, who don't believe in the same thing you believe, who don't have the same views as you? All right, so what? I'm fat and I'm not as athletic as you are. You gotta spend 20 minutes fucking tearing me down, motherfucker? All right, go. Just shut the fuck up and go somewhere with yourself. But there's this group of people who telling us not to be men. We can't even be men anymore. Says who? Men run everything. Let's be real. Men are in control of a lot of shit. Who's taking that away from you? Every time there's a woman anything, women try to, she'll get her period and then it won't work right, and you can't be a female president because she'll get her period and then she'll blow up another country. I have sat and listened to dumbass, overhyped men talk shit about why there can't be a female president and what the woman would do as soon as her period came. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? How old? First of all, do you even know how old the male presidents that we had? Trust me, a female president probably that's going to get in she's going to be past the point of period. Shit, menopause maybe. So what, you think she's going to get all fucking hot flashed up and then go blow up a country? What the fuck explains what men have been doing all this time in the fucking hot seat? We done fucked everything up. We've always fucked everything up. Because we're fucking reckless. We're reckless and stupid. It's why our car insurance is higher. It's why fucking our life expectancy is fucking less. It got nothing to do with women. It's what we do as men. It's what we teach each other. Men in this country, over hard men, over fucking swole up, woked up men. Look at other countries where masculinity is different. And they go, oh man, oh yeah, oh they gay. Oh yeah, they weak. Really? Are they? Are they? You can't play classical music for any of these motherfuckers. Oh man, that music gay. Really? Well, I know this particular composer banged the fuck out of a whole lot of women. So writing shit for women and fucking all sorts of nasty ass shit. Really? This music's gay, huh? No, he wrote this for the lady. Oh my God, it's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid. The anger that this Gillette commercial has spawned in people. It's just hilarious to see how mad. The flip side for me is this idea of a corporation making the commercial because they know they can capitalize on it. They know they can make money off of it. Someone's done the calculations and they said, we think taking this angle is gonna bring a pop in the stock price. It's gonna have a positive effect because we know it's a social issue and we're gonna go on the side of the team we think are winning, which are the people who are coming out against toxic masculinity. It's a money move to me. A lot of companies have, they've come up with a sense. Nike and the Colin Kaepernick thing, and kind of supporting his movement. That was to me that was a money move. It didn't work the way I think they thought it would because their stock took a hit. But it's a money move. It's also put a positive note about them. With a large group of people who support Colin Kaepernick and what he was working to accomplish, because Nike has been in the hot seat forever and a day with child labor shit. So of course you want a face, you want someone who's doing something positive, you want a positive light for people. And so of course you're going to look at the group that's like, Colin Kaepernick, and he's being disrespectful to the flag, and you're going to ignore them. You're going to shove them off to the side and hope that a greater number of people pick up your merchandise. A fuck ton of black people I'm sure you're hoping a fuck ton of black people can start wearing Nike shit again. Nike this, Nike that, Nike the third thing. I bet that's what the hope was. Fucking racist people of certain backgrounds burning their shoes. I'm burning my shoe and I'm switching to New Balance. All right, go ahead. Who needs you? We got these other people who are going to come in and replace you and multiply, and they're going to do us some good. Stock took a hit, though. Maybe people saw it for what it was, which was to, get the lips off of the child labor and onto something else. But this thing when corporations, companies come in and we have a stance on this, I'm like, does everyone in your organization believe that? Are you 100% unanimously behind this thing? If you're not, if even one person is like, I don't agree with this, to me, it shouldn't be stated. To me, I don't want a corporate message. I don't want a message from a fucking company, a publicly traded company. It's like your purpose is to sell whatever the fuck the thing is you're selling. I don't care about your perspective. I don't want to hear what fucking Gillette thinks about toxic masculinity. I don't give a fuck. Why? What? You make razor blades and a shaving cream. Now stick with that. Stick with that. I don't really care what you think about men and their boys will be boys attitude. We got those conversations. We got those conversations coming from real people, legit people. Why do we need a company to do it? That irks me because it always seems like it's about money. How do we turn up, profits for this quarter? Oh, do a commercial about toxic masculinity because people are on the warpath right now. My brothers, my fucking brothers of all colors, some of you need to work on your ideas of what a man should be, because some of those things that you got going on, they're fucked up. The way you treat, certain sectors of the population, it ain't right. Anyway, and the way you're raising your children, my boy's gonna be raised up to be. Raise your boy to be a man. Being a man isn't not crying at all. Being a man isn't, immediately punching somebody in the face. You're not raising your boys to be effective members of society. You're raising them to be incarcerated. You're raising them to do all the shit that you don't really want for them by telling them you got to be this over masculine, over hyped, turned up dude. Toxic masculinity. That's the nice Anglo-Saxon term for it. Over here is fuckboy. And fuckboys can come in any color and pretty much any age. And when you see a fuckboy, you cross the street. You're like, oh shit. It's out there and we can fix it. We can fix it if we try. Doesn't mean you don't have to be a man. You can be a man, don't be a fuckboy. I guess that's the takeaway message for another episode of This Is Josh. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you in the next episode.